Speaker, sir.
On the second day of the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly session, during the Assembly's question hour, VPP MLA from Mawryngkneng, Heavingstone Kharpran brought attention to the state's rehabilitation centers during a discussion with Social Welfare Minister Paul Lyngdoh, revealing that there are approximately 3 lakh drug addicts in the state. In response to a supplementary question from the VPP MLA from Nongkrem Ardent Basaiawmoit, Paul Lyngdoh disclosed that the success rate for rehabilitation stands at 20%.
So under the National Action Plan for Drugs Demand Reduction, DDR, which is a central sponsored scheme being implemented by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, financial assistance is being given to the states, to different states in India. So may I know how much the state of Meghalaya has received this assistance under this scheme, sir, till today?
Sir, under the DREAM mission, which is the acronym for the Drug Reduction, Elimination and Action Mission, the state government has moved for the creation of more de-addiction centers throughout the state of Meghalaya. As of today, except for East Khas Hills districts, the rest of the districts in the state have been identified as gap districts for setting up of district de-addiction centers and addiction treatment facilities in government health settings. We have moved for the creation of de-addiction centers for males in West Garo Hills, detoxification center in Riboy district, de-addiction center for females in West Jaintia Hills, de-addiction centers in West Jaintia Hills and West Garo Hills, setting up of 3 outreach and drop-in centers in Riboy, West Khas Hills and West Garo Hills districts, setting up of 4 community peer-led intervention in West Garo Hills, Riboy, East Jaintia Hills and Southwest Khasi Hills, and setting up of de-addiction centers in prison settings in West Jaintia Hills, West Garo Hills and Riboy districts. So these are currently part of our action plan, sir.
So, sir, the minister is not getting my question. I'm asking a simple question. How much the state of Meghalaya has received the financial assistance under this program so far till today?
So till 2021-22, the state government has received a total sanction of 1,30,000 rupees only for the fiscal year 2021-22.
So, since the issue is very serious, and may I know whether the government has moved the center to allocate more fund under these schemes? Because comparing to other states, the amount received by the state of Meghalaya is too meager, sir. So has there been any attempt on the part of the state government to move that more funds should be given under this program?
Sir, the concern raised by the honorable member is very laudable. I believe that he and the rest of this house will also appreciate the fact that new government has just taken over at the center, and already attempts have been made on the part of the government of Meghalaya to access more funding from the ministry in order for us to be able to tackle the problem on a war footing.
Recently, the minister had claimed that the government of Meghalaya has been able to successfully combat the drugs menace in the state by 20%, where it has surpassed the average, the national average. So may I know from the honorable minister, how do the government of Meghalaya know that the success rate in combating drugs is 20%? What kind of survey that the government has conducted, or on what basis?
Sir, To reply to the earlier query of the Honourable Member, it is true that the government at the centre is a continuation of the earlier regime. But then it is also equally true that a new Council of Ministers has taken over, meaning that there is a new minister in charge. There has been a change in the bureaucratic setup, and also the fact that on our own, since the launch of the Dream Mission, the state government has earmarked a total amount of 50 crore rupees on our own to combat the menace of drug trafficking, apart from accessing funding from the center, for which I have already managed to establish contacts with the ministry in Delhi, and will be calling on the minister in charge as soon as this session is over. Two, where the figure of the reduction is concerned, these are all based on official statistics available with us, and I will be happy to share those statistics with the House.
South Shillong MLA Sanbor Shilai highlighted the challenges faced by journalists in Meghalaya, noting the limited benefits provided by the Journalists' Welfare Scheme 2009. In response, Health Minister Ampreen Lyngdoh stated that the government is currently considering proposals for pension benefits for retired journalists and the provision of housing facilities.
Can the Honourable Minister specify the amount in details?
So amount ranges from 1 lakh for journalists losing their lives, and medical treatments range from 50,000 onwards, sir, to about 1 lakh.
One more question, Mr. Speaker, sir. With regards to reply, question number 4E. Journalist Welfare Scheme 2009 provides this another scheme for family welfare of journalists. May I know from the Honourable Minister in charge, what kind of benefits are being provided to the family of the journalist?
So the main purpose of the scheme is to provide a one-time assistance on urgent basis. Journalists who suffer loss of life or unnatural deaths get up to about 1 lakh in the 2009 scheme. Journalists who suffer permanent disabilities, etc., get approximately about 50,000. Relief to journalists in case of extreme hardship on account of illness, up to a maximum of 50,000 at one time. Some journalists have also got 2 times. So we also have, in order to administer this, we have a committee. It's called the Journalist Welfare Scheme Committee. Then, sir, we have a corpus fund at that point of time of 5 lakhs, always placed at the disposal of the DIPR budget. Then we also have these schemes specifically for accredited journalists only. So, journalists who suffer loss of life also in unnatural death circumstances also are given a a relief of 1 lakh. Yes, sir, as of today, these are the different parameters applicable and available for journalists in general.
One more supplementary. based on the reply of the Honorable Minister, the details of amount provided for the family of the journalist and medical welfare for the journalist. Since I feel it is very, very less, I would like to request the Honorable Minister to kindly look into this matter, and with a request to kindly enhance it to another 100%.
Honorable Speaker, sir, in total agreement with the Honorable Member, very senior legislator, vast experience and knowledge. And yes, 2009 scheme was a little outdated. We look at other states, we've seen that they have progressed much more on various sectors for these kinds of interventions for journalists. Hence, we are now in the process of proposing the Meghalaya Journalist Welfare Scheme 2024. It is at a stage which is very advanced. In fact, we are now looking at a corpus availability of fund of not less than 35 lakhs, because 5 lakhs is very meager. In fact, there are different heads where we are now looking at not just 100% increase, a 500% increase from 1 lakh to 5 lakh for deaths of journalists. Then treatment from 50 to 3 lakhs, from 50,000 to 3 lakhs. And so we are also encouraging journalists to register with the MHIS scheme, which is very beneficial for all journalists. We are also proposing some specific funding for health, cashless treatments of journalists, but then all of this is in a proposal stage. So we are aware that there are certain states closer to us, like Assam, where they have pension, retired journalists for pension. And we are looking at a possibility. Do not want to commit much here, sir, but we are concerned and we are seeing whether that will be a possible thing in the immediate future.
Thank you.
The ICFA University Meghalaya Admission Open 2024. The university offers program courses in the schools of management, humanities, social sciences, and science and technologies for both undergraduate and postgraduate programs, UG and PG programs. Full-time campus programs offered under the undergraduate programs are BBA, BCA, BCom, BTTM, BA, Economics, Political Science, English and Education. For PG programs are MBA, MCom, MTTM, MCA, MA, Political Science, English and Education, MA Khasi, MSW and MA Music. For further information and details, visit or contact the ICFA University Meghalaya Shillong Campus, Powerville near Shillong Law College, Dhangati, Meghalaya. Phone number 0364 222 0057, 94851 58603, 700 505 7728, 8794 250646.